Hi, Josh. Thanks so much for coming in. My name's Adrienne.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah. As you know, we're looking for an assistant to our human resources manager.
Assistant human resource manager?
Assistant to the human resources manager. At AT&T. We kind of gave you the job basics when we did our recruiting interview. Did you have any questions about that before we start?
No, I'd like to just get into it if that's okay.
Can you go ahead and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I recently graduated from Southeastern Louisiana University with a degree in organizational communication.
Okay.
I'm 22. I'm married. Live in the area. Have for quite some time. That's me.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your strengths and your weaknesses?
I would say my strengths, just because of my educational background and me personally, my strengths would probably lie in the communication department.
Right.
I believe that in a company, and I touched on this last time, if there's no communication, there's no optimal productivity.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the old saying, there's never enough communication. I don't know if I'd go as far as to say that, but I mean, typically you could always use a little more.
What do you know about this industry?
About just human resources in
yes,
general?
Just human resources in general.
I think that it's something that is vital to a company. It's why I chose to go into this field. I think that it's a fantastic way to regulate how a company operates, maybe some of the more sensitive sides of organization, and it can really be an asset in protecting employees from other employees and just in general.
What attracted you to AT&T in the first place?
Well, I like the phones.
You like the phones? Okay. If we do hire you, would you be willing to relocate?
Absolutely.
Okay. And would you be able to work like a non-traditional schedule, holidays, weekends?
Typically, for the most part, yes.
Okay. What 3 character traits would your friends use to describe you?
Describe me? I'd like to think that I would be thought of as helpful, knowledgeable, and understanding.
Okay, good. If you could choose 3 superhero powers, what would they be?
Oh, wow, so many. 3 superhero powers?
3, yes.
Well, I always thought that it would be cool to be able to fly.
To fly? Oh, me too, so.
Jerky birds that would offer themselves. Well, I've done a good bit of moving. For my second power, after just moving around a lot, I'd say that super strength would come in handy.
Okay.
I want to keep that fridge. And for the last one, maybe super speed, so I can have enough time in the day to do everything that I want to.
Great for multitasking.
Exactly.
What kind of goals would you have in mind if you got this job?
To keep it for as long as possible, to help employees, help themselves, create a welcoming and warm work environment for you guys.
All right. If you were at a business lunch and you ordered a rare steak and they brought it to you well done, what would you do?
I suppose the best way to handle that, because I've waited before, and it's not much fun to have to take orders back. But it's part of the job, so I would probably just let them know, this isn't the type of steak I ordered. Is there any way that you could possibly take it back?
Okay, great.
Just be really friendly with them.
Right. If you were selected for this position, can you tell me what your strategy would be for the first 90 days?
For the first 90 days, well, the most important thing would be getting to know how the company is run, understanding the organizational culture and how it plays itself out in the workplace. Without knowing that, I think that's most important for someone in that sort of position. For the rest of it, I guess, just do the best I can and help the company.
Okay. Did you have any questions for me?
Let me see. Yes, you mentioned the relocating. What are the chances of that?
It's very low, but I do like to ask.
Just to have that.
Just so I know.
All right. Really, that was my main.
Okay. Well, we'll be in touch with you probably within the next week or so. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for calling me.
All right, thanks.